Hi Google, hi YouTube, hi everybody else. Peace. It's been a while since I've done a video. This week I've been busy sending my crew to Eastern Europe. Most of you are aware of that. Yeah, I rubbed the eyes. For those of you that follow me closely, I'll start with that. I'll start with that. As a lot of you know, I'm in horrible financial trouble, and I have a GoFundMe site. Trying to, and we're close, trying to save from losing this wonderful place. May not be great, but it's mine. Or it's the bank's, and they want it back. Then all of a sudden people hear, oh, your wife and son are going to Europe. Isn't that nice? And you're asking for money. They never took a penny with them. This is 100% funded by her parents, who don't have much money either. And they bought those tickets long before we got in financial trouble, and they're non-refundable. And they do this every year because it was kind of a deal. I married their young lady and took her away from them and brought her to Canada and gave them a grandchild, but a grandchild they only get to see once a year. So I get it. I miss them. But there's nothing I can do. And she's the breadwinner. So I sit here and I do nothing. I try to save a little bit of cash, put in the gas tank, and drive around, take pictures. And that's about it. So if I'm spending a little bit of money, I'm spending a little bit to try to take pictures, to try to make some money, to try to live up to what I'm saying to you, because I am a truthful man and honest and everything else. So let's get over that. Right, kitty? Yeah, see. She'll look. Anyways, now just to catch up on a few things. So my family is near the trouble in Ukraine. They're in Latvia. They're in Riga, Latvia, one of the Baltic states that this wonderful Obama has decided that his great army needs to train the United Nations soldiers, NATO. And some of you, yeah, if you want to tell me that NATO is not part of UN or whatever you want to argue with me about, argue with me. It's in it, go to the comments. I don't care. But the point being, finally, Ukraine, Kiev. I don't call them Ukraine anymore because they are not representative of the entire country. Kiev has called today for a 7-day ceasefire. Finally. They've killed hundreds of their own people. And then finally they call for a ceasefire. Most people know how I feel about that. You don't call your own citizens who want to have a say in the government or even leave the government terrorists. We don't call Quebecers terrorists. We call them frogs. We call them a bunch of funny names, but we don't call them terrorists. They just want a dialogue. We talk with them. We tell them no. But we talk with them. It's a dialogue. It's not the US's way. And so I hope through this ceasefire that they can come to some sort of conclusion that Eastern Ukraine needs to appoint their own governors in Ukraine Parliament, not have them appointed for them. Representation. Taxation without representation. It's what the US fought for. for. And it's what you're continuing to fight for. Yet a lot of you that support Obama, that support the fight in Ukraine against the Ukrainian citizens that speak Russian, just don't see that. It's the exact same thing. So let's get past that. Let's get past that. Right, kitty? There, got you again. See, she agrees with everything I say. Only when she pops her head up is when she's in agreement. Now she'll go back to sleep. Yeah, I'm pretty sick. I've been sick for a long time. I think that's all that's on my mind lately, because my child is there. I want him to come home. I have, let's see, today is Friday the 20th. I have 48 more sleeps until he gets back. 48 more sleeps. Yes, I have them counted on the calendar. And I see him usually twice a day on Google. So we're doing well. Those who have contributed to my GoFundMe, I want to thank you personally from the bottom of my heart, and from Ola, from Pasha, from everybody who has helped. Thank you. Thank you. You have no idea. The bank has held off another 30 days. I need to get above zero on my bank account, or they close my account, or they use other money to lean on the house and then take the house. It's a complicated thing. So thank you to those of you who have contributed. You've got me closer, and I will get there somehow. And then when Ola gets back, she's got a new job, and hopefully through the next couple of months we'll get through this. So thank you to everybody out there. G Plus is the best community, bar none, on Earth. Mars may have a better one. I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet. Let's see. Peace, love, tranquility.